For a young person in Texas today, public life might only exist within the four walls of their high school or local community center. And that might be a problem for our constitutional republic. I'm Charles Blaine, and this is Texas Tomorrow. Now, don't get me wrong, there's no problem with your local school or community center, but what we're talking about are these civic deserts, as many call them. So these are places where we look at them as on-ramps to public life, and they're being removed. And we can't self-govern if we don't show up, and so we need these on-ramps. So according to the Texas Civic Health Index, Texans already lag the nation when it comes to the averages in contacting their elected officials and attending public meetings. So in Houston, this desert isn't miles of sand like you might expect in some other places, but it's a lack of access to these local facilities that actually hold these meetings, whether it's time, whether it's through network. If you're working two jobs in the city council meetings at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday, you might be in a desert. Data from many organizations that have looked at this issue shows that nonprofits and civic groups are concentrated in specific zip codes, meaning others are ignored. And so where these groups are missing out, you see disengagement grow and it becomes an institutional absence. People are not engaged with the institutions that represent them. Now, when people don't participate because they don't see where the door is, elected officials go unaccounted for. So turning these deserts into oases requires more than just lip service. It requires youth councils and community hubs and civic tech. All of these things have to come together to make sure that people can be met where they are. So rather than asking them to find a way to City Hall, get pat down, wait in line, and then be granted 2 minutes to speak in front of a body that doesn't look up from their cell phones when you speak to them, let's figure out a way to bring it to them, or at least lower the barrier to entry. Thanks for tuning into this week's episode of Texas Tomorrow. Please like, share, comment, and let us know if there's something going on in your neighborhood that you'd like us to talk about.